we are going to move into the Men Among the Boys wide receiver edition. So top 10 wide receivers in the NFL. Let's start with the guys on the bubble, which is Courtland Sutton, who has been performing really well for the Broncos. Really love what he's doing. Devontae Adams has had some really good games lately, and now all of a sudden he is actually in the top 10 conversation. So I like to see that too. And then Zay Flowers was on the bubble last week, had another solid game, but just not a good enough game. And his credit, I mean, look at what's going on with the Ravens right now. He's doing the best he can. I want to give him a shout out, but still not top 10 numbers. So at number 10, we have George Pickens. Now, George Pickens keeps his spot at number 10. He's 14th in yards right now, but he has 5 touchdowns, which is second, tied for second in the league. He averages 15.5 per reception, which is great. Doesn't have a lot of receptions, which is why he's not higher on the list, but he's at least there. I want to see a little more from him. I'd love to see more receptions. I think he had 2 receptions last game. That's not good enough. The 1 touchdown saved him, kept him on the list. But I got to see more from you than that. Right now, you're supposed to be that number 1 option. At number 9, we have Ja'Marr Chase. And Ja'Marr Chase is a newcomer to this list, but he's 10th now in receiving yards. There's a lot of quarterback issues going on with Cincinnati. 3 touchdowns, averaging only 11.7 per catch, but he's got 32 catches. So he's eating up receptions, which is really good, getting first downs. That's all that matters. Solid performance. I mean, I think everyone at the beginning of the year thought that he was going to be really high on lists like this. He hasn't been. He wasn't even on it last week. Wasn't even on the bubble. Glad to see him here, but, sky's the limit. At number 8, we have Rome Odunze. I kept him on the list. I didn't want to kick him out because they didn't play this week, but he has been the number 1 option for Caleb Williams, putting up 5 tutties. Really great performance, and I'm not going to punish him just because they had a bye week. Number 7, we have Quentin Johnston, who was on the list last week. Quentin Johnston is 9th when it comes to yards at 377. He is averaging 14.5 a reception, 4 tutties. Really solid. Honestly, really solid. He continues to be that really good option for Justin Herbert. I know Justin Herbert's glad to have him on the team. Another solid week for him. He continues to stay on the list. Number 6, we have Garrett Wilson, who switches places with Justin Jefferson. Garrett was number 5, and I just gave away my number 5. I'm so sorry. Even though I know Justin Jefferson is really, as far as yards and per catch and all that stuff, I like the fact that Garrett Wilson at least has some touchdowns, so that's kind of what evened him out, but it's close. So they're right there together. But I said last week I wasn't worried about Justin Jefferson. I'm still not. At number 4, number 4, we have Amon-Ra St. Brown, who had 8 catches for 100 yards. Another solid game. He stayed out of the end zone, though. And, last week, the reason I put him so high is because he was number 1 when it came to receiving touchdowns. Despite the fact he didn't have one this week, he's still number 1. So that's why he deserves this number 4 spot. He's a guy who gets a lot of receptions. He gets a lot of looks, 35 receptions on the year so far. Really great. I think that's top 5, top 4, somewhere in there. It's good stuff. It really is. At number 3, we have Emeka Egbuka. This guy's a rookie out of Ohio State, plays for the Bucks. Right now, he is 4th in receiving yards. He is 25 receptions, which isn't a lot, but he's averaging 17.8 yards a reception. These are big plays that are happening. 5 tutties. This is right now, to me, seems like a lock for Rookie of the Year, really, because he's on pace for like 1,500 yards, 1,600 yards, which as a rookie would be nuts. He's smart. Watch the highlights. Go on. He had, I think, 7 receptions for like 150 plus yards against Seattle. Go watch the highlights. It's legit. It's nice. Number 2, we have Jackson Smith-Njigba, who was on the opposite side of Emeka Egbuka. He was playing for the Seattle Seahawks, of course. Again, he continues to be the slot guy that just racks up these receptions, racks up these yards. He's number 2 in yards right now at 534, averaging over 100 a game. Only 2 touchdowns, 34 receptions. Solid. He's that guy. He's that go-to guy. Hike, who's open? Well, Njigba's out there somewhere. Throw it away. I love that. Number 1, no surprise here, Puka Nacua. It's not close. It's not close at all. Puka Nacua has 588 yards. He's number 1 there. He's, in fact, actually, just the only thing he's not number 1 is receiving touchdowns. He's got 2. But if I look at, receptions, number 1 by far. Number 2 is Christian McCaffrey. with 39. That's hilarious. 52 for Puka Nacua, 39 for Christian McCaffrey. Amon-Ra St. Brown is second with wide receivers at 35. So just insanity. He's averaging 117 yards a game, which is by far number one. Puka has been the best receiver in football this year, and unless something happens injury-wise or maybe a bye week, he ain't coming out of that spot. He just ain't. In fact, even with the bye week, he probably won't. Just incredible. So that is the men among the boys, the top 10 wide receivers for week 6. Week 6. So very, very cool. Guys, I hope you like this. Thank you so much for watching. This is just a little snippet of a full episode that's available on the YouTube channel as well, so be sure to check that out, and thank you so much for watching. We also have top 10s in quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, college teams, football teams, all kinds of good stuff. Check out the channel, and remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.